Good evening, YouTube. This is Janice Johnson from Cancer Out Academy, stage 411, information for the cancer survivor, the cancer patient, the caregiver, and everyone in between. Today, I want to talk to you about colon cancer. March is Colon Cancer Awareness Month, and we want to look throughout the month at some different signs, symptoms, and even precautions that can be taken that can prevent you from actually developing colon cancer. Those of you who know my story know that I was diagnosed with colon cancer 7 years ago. And to my knowledge, I really didn't have any symptoms. But as I look back over it, maybe I did and I just didn't recognize them. You know, knowledge is power. And sometimes when it's not what we're normally doing, it's not our profession, we kind of overlook some things. So that's the reason why we even developed this channel, is because even though God is blessing me and I'm living and thriving with this disease, I don't want that for you. I want you to live and I want you to thrive without the disease. You know, an ounce of prevention is worth so much more than a pound of cure. So let's just try to get in here and see what's going on and take the precautions that needs to be taken. If you're fine, wonderful. If you're not, you can catch it early and you won't have to be living with colon cancer 6-7 years down the road like I've been doing. But let me just proclaim this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. This is not unto death, and I will not be dealing with this always, because I have power of life and death in my tongue. And I declare it. Jesus said I can do that. And so I claim that I will have freedom from colon cancer soon and very soon. Now let's look at these symptoms. The symptoms include a persistent change in bowel movements. If your bowel movements have changed and it's to a point where you have noticed something, go ahead and get checked. May not be anything, but just in case, go ahead and get checked. Rectal bleeding is actually a sign of potential colon cancer, as well as blood in your stool. Those are pretty serious, and you can kind of tell that pretty easier. Persistent abdominal pain. This is where I think I may have gotten caught up because I had difficult menstrual cycles, but my stomach would hurt. And even though it wouldn't be that time of the month, I didn't think anything about it because I would just get a sharp pain in the lower part of my stomach. It would go away within a few minutes, wouldn't come back for days, sometimes months. So I ignored it. I didn't really do anything about it. I would mention it every now and then at the doctor, but they were like, they kind of dismissed it too. So let's not do that. And then another thing is actually when you feel like you really have not emptied your bowels completely. That could be a sign too. It could be like a blockage or something taking place in there. So you want to kind of get that checked out. Of course, fatigue is a sign, as well as unexplained weight loss. Now, what I had in the area of fatigue was that I could fall asleep at the drop of a hat. And I didn't realize it then, because, that when you're working and doing so many things, you just think you're tired. But, abnormal fatigue, beyond the everyday I'm run down kind of thing, you might need to get that checked out. And sometimes you got to be persistent, because like I said, when I got diagnosed, I was 48. The screening age at that time was 50. So I had a difficult time even getting screened. So you have to kind of be persistent, nudge your doctors a little bit and say, hey, I really think we need to, look at this. We need to get the insurance company to approve this. Whatever you've got to do, do it. Now, finally, what I want to say is that certainly you can live with colon cancer, but why live with it when you can just prevent it? Go get that colonoscopy. It doesn't take very long. No, the prep and all of that is not good. I'm not going to lie about that, but it sure is worth it. Do it for your family. Do it for your loved ones. Do it for me. Thank you.